Today is September 1st, and the Yankees invited Oakland to the Bronx just to walk them off not once, but twice. They win the series back to back walk offs with replacements and replenishments and September call ups and IL returns on the way. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore and weekly awards. Stat lines, steaming hot takes. Your Yankees news with these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
What is okay? Just if anyone is not in the Patreon video chat right now, Jake has a group of girls in bikinis twerking for pictures right behind him, which is kind of a hilarious way to start off this episode. Just victory twerks going on right on screen, so I wanted to let you guys know why I was laughing. My name's John Boy. I'm coming to you from New Jersey, and I have Jake, my co-host, coming to you from Denver, wearing a Central Connecticut State University cut off and a backwards El Gary hat with just a gaggle of girls twerking behind him in their bikinis.
Yeah, normal day. They must have watched the game.
Yeah,
so I'm happy for them. I wish you, Jim, if you could, keep the professionalism going here. This is just how it happens over here. But yeah, no, I am. I was laughing because a couple episodes ago I was talking about how I was down here and I was like, hey, you guys need to give me some love. Like there's summer going on by the pool. It's kind of hilarious. Like right now there's a soundtrack going on around me, which sounds like if you were like, hey, I'm filming a movie and we need a recording of just summer sounds of like a Labor Day party. That's exactly what's going on around me. So, but I'm doing good, man. None of that is even in my head at all. I'm still.
Yeah, you're not looking at him. That's all. Well, you blocking him now, which is rude for the chat. But yeah, there was a lot of action.
No, it's the chat is here for us, Jim. Know what they're here for, and we deserve it, and the Yanks deserve it, man. A classic. The words I was looking for to be described one way. And, I shy away from the cussing sometimes. I think there's so many words in this great world you can use. Oh, well-placed cuss word can work. What we did to the Oakland Athletics the last two games is we just shat down their throat.
Whoa.
No middleman on it. I was trying to think of another descriptive term for it, and that's it. Like, no, yeah, you guys are dominating us. No, you guys are doing it. Great for you. Oh, no, 11 innings. You had your fun in Oakland. That was sweet. Enjoy the vuvuzelas. We're done with you.
The bullpen usage, and we'll get into that. And like, hey, if prioritizing is home field advantage, but those are the order they're in, and they should be. Like, we're not going to kill ourselves for home field advantage just to not be healthy going in. So they're not going to pivot. The thing is, so it was a little upsetting to both these games. Had moments where it was like, damn, this is upsetting. And then both games, they win. I think at both points, I was like, Jesus. Well, we kind of did in the pregame show, and we were like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But that's why everyone has to be okay the month of September, prioritizing rest and being right, because this team's good enough to win when they don't. They're still good enough to win when they don't. They're still good.
Today, and he said exactly what you're saying. Health is the priority. Why aren't they going out of Vino there, blah, blah, blah. It did work out a little too well today. I know Ryan, poor horsemen, because we don't over-abuse them. If it's a game like this, we're not just going to throw it into the wind. So people not going to throw any of our good guys here. You're the same person that's still freaking out about all the injuries, and there's a reason that our bullpen guys have stayed pretty healthy this year. Zach Britton's calf excluded, although it's just a cramp, we think, but we'll get into that with injuries. But, yeah, health is the...
Mad at people again?
No, man.
Oh.
delivering a point. Podcast. And I don't even remember what I was saying now because you just cut off my point. So that sucks.
It sounded like you were mad at people again.
No, I was just gonna. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was saying, would you and I love to see Ottavino come in a 0-0 game and strike out the side so we could keep it scoreless? Absolutely. But we're keeping these guys healthy because we want to win in October, and that's what matters. So
yeah, it is. All right, one quick thing I got to do on the back end. I don't know if we're back. I switched internet, so I just want to make sure the chat's back. Hold on. Kind of has to accept. Otherwise, you're going to be upset every 5 games. And this was different. They went 11 innings. They used every pitcher. It was like it's kind of a special circumstance, game 3. But nonetheless, we're sitting here happy as daisies. I think the group, the party behind you, just left, which is upsetting for me.
No, they're still here.
Okay. Very distracting. There's a girl in a green bikini. She's checking herself.
Lock it up.
She's checking herself out in the mirror.
You
Like, you know, it's like
it's
like a two-way mirror, and she's like checking herself out and twerking in it, and I'm just staring at her.
I thought you were a savage in that box. I thought you were hyper podcast focused, man. I need you to tighten it up.
If a girl shakes her butt, I'm gonna look, and that's a promise.
Wow.
That's a guarantee.
Wow. Leave your review, #CreepJohnBoy. Leave a review, thank you.
It's a guarantee. Anyway, okay. Well, this episode of Talkin' Yanks is brought to you by all the girls dancing behind Jake and also Scott Graham, Richard Granger, Scott Graham Cracker,
Dick Granger,
Jason Sigismondi.
No all way, over it.
No way, Sigismondi. Rick Rosser.
That feels like that was a tough break at some point.
It's like he wishes he could just cross those last 2 off. Be Rick Ross.
Rick Rosser's name changed real quick about whenever Ricky Rose got big.
Jonathan. Jacob B. Lunn.
Jacob B. Lunn.
Jacob Longacre?
So Joseph B. Lunn, Jacob Longacre.
A lot of J's. Jeremy Hernan. What the fuck, guys?
Yikes.
All your names are hard this week. Jeremy.
Well, I think you're still in Twerkland. So we skipped Brent Heilman.
Well, I was doing all the J's. I was going to go back to
and then we got Heilman. Jeremy
Herneman. Zach Clark. Got it.
Nailed it. He's back.
Joseph Arra.
Ooh, that was hot.
Yeah, thank you. Jamie Brilliant.
I bet.
That used to be my nickname.
That would be awful, man.
It can't be Jamie's real last name.
My brain's been called a lot of things, but imagine if your last name was actually Brilliant. That'd suck.
Yeah. Well, it'd be cool if you were smart.
Unless you are brilliant. I just don't have that going for me.
Predictive nomenclature, whatever that's called. Tony Vicino.
Vicino.
Michael Loseco. Those are our most recent Patreon sponsors. We appreciate it. We thank you very much. $2 each month. And as I hope all these people got in for the end of August, because I will be doing the raffle soon. We give away 2 jerseys every month from affordablejerseys.com. One via raffle, one via contest. We have the contest winner. I have to hook him up with a jersey. Euro Yank fan. I didn't forget about you. And then I'll do the raffle and send a winner of that a code. So be on the lookout for that. Patreon.com/TalkinYanks gets you video access too. You can be in the chat. You can be looking at the girls twerking behind Jake. They're gone now, which is upsetting, but they're gone. And it's good for the show.
It's good for you. I'm flames right now. I could still hear them. They're still out there.
Yeah, I just can't.
They might be behind my shoulder right now.
They were using the glass as a mirror.
Next time you start saying something mean about me, I'm just gonna lean out of the way and bring the girls back in, and you're gonna lose your thought.
That's nice.
That's nice for me.
And nice of you. I'm enjoying watching them.
Oh well, you're having a bad show so far. So
a lot of tough names. Jacob Longacre. Come on, Jake.
Yeah, the Longacre really got you.
Yeah, I blame him. Thank you for the support, Jacob.
Thanks,
you
Jacob.
ruined the entire show. Oh, they're back. Okay. Let's go straight. Oh,
Professional.
injury update. Sevy pitched today. The results were terrible. I don't care. He pitched,
Don't care.
and he felt good doing it. Edwin Encarnacion played in AAA, and he had some nice swings, and he's probably going to be up really soon. He had an RBI single. Betances threw a session, and everything's still going well with him. Do we have a Stanton update? Did I miss it?
I don't know if I got a stand update. I just note on Betances, like everything physically is going well. He said his curveball doesn't feel well yet, and it's like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. And yeah, if you're worried about Sevy's stats, it's spring training mode. Spring training stats don't matter. That's what Sevy's doing right now.
Oh yeah, those results don't matter like in the slightest. The fact that he's actually pitching is good. No Stanton update. No Hicks update, I don't believe. And Montgomery pitched an inning in AAA. And I don't know. Like, I think he's going to be fast-tracked, man. I think they're going to try and use him as a lefty reliever. Not in high-leverage situations, but I think they are going to put him in the MLB to just see what they have.
Yeah, he'll get the call. I think it kind of comes back like that whole Pedro Severino thing we talked about, how high leverage MLB innings do more to your arm. So I think it's interesting. We were wondering if they were going to fully stretch out Monty to try to get like 4 or 5 innings out of him. Looks like they might not try that at all, but I mean, you'll see him.
You'll see him. All right, those are your updates here. Let's get to the games, Jake. We got some games to talk about, some games to burn, and these are brought to you by Jakey's Burn, sponsored or brought to you by our friends at Roosevelt Shirts, RSVLTS. I was going to say something I probably shouldn't say during an ad read. Our box came, so I have 3 shirts. Jake has 3, and an intern Luke got a couple, and they're all in my kitchen table. I tried them on. They fit me nice. They're comfortable as hell. And they're fun. Conversation starters. Jake and I are going to an event soon. We might wear like matching ones. That'll be good. You know, people will be like, whoa, cool. 2 short dudes in matching shirts. That's fun. You guys are so silly. Wow. We're like, yeah, Roosevelts.com hooked us up. RSVLTS.com/JohnBoy. Yeah, you can go there. You get 20% off once Labor Day ends. They're doing a Labor Day sale right now, which is crazy. Wait that
Labor Day.
And then 20% off using discount code JohnBoy at our Roosevelt shirts. Dare mighty things is their slogan.
Always do.
I was going to say that they should make FDR and Teddy Roosevelt shirts.
Seems like a layup.
I'd buy them. There's like so many badass pictures of Teddy Roosevelt out there.
I was going to say, I think they do some stuff with Teddy, no?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. FDR, a little harder to be badass about due to the...
Yeah, you got to get creative, but they could do it.
Yeah, okay.
Conversation starters.
All right, here we go. Burn, Jakey, burn. Game 1 of the Oakland series. On your mark, get your sets, and... burn!
CC Sabathia versus Brett Mr. Anderson as the Yanks hope to redeem themselves from their trip to the Yay area. Top 2 Profar goes far as his solo shot puts the A's up 1-0 early. Yanks have a couple rallies forming in the third and the fourth. Only placed 2 runs, one of them coming off the double play fiasco, but it's 2-1 Yanks, Jim. CC comes out with a knee injury. Ew, we don't like that. In the 6th inning, speaking of what we don't like, the A's get to Kahnle. Ew. We go to the end of the bullpen. It only gets worse from there. A's end up running away with Game 1, 8-2 final.
Yuck.
Yucky.
This game didn't feel good, and it didn't feel that bad all at the same time for me.
Yeah.
They had a lot of chances that they didn't capitalize on. And I know a lot of people, that's a bad feeling for them. I kind of like take that as like, oh, well, you know. Today, game 3,
right,
when they just straight up didn't have anyone on base, That's the worst feeling. When they get traffic, I'm like, fuck, things didn't fall, but they were doing it. But then the CC injury is, I don't know how to wrap my head around it. It's not fun because you want him to go out pitching well and put together some starts, And this kind of is like, okay, well, what's CC's last month here? His knee hurts. Is he officially on the IL? They don't need to.
Put him on the IL. I was wondering that because of September call-ups, but they did put him on the IL.
Yeah, they did that with Gio too, and I was like, why do you need to do that?
Well, Gio, they did it because it was before September call-ups. It wasn't real September. In your head, it was September.
No, but they could have ridden out one game and then they get Gio back faster if they can get him back faster.
Well, Gio went on the IL. Was it this first game? Yeah. So it would have been 2 days. Yeah.
1 day. Today there's September call.
Well, Friday's game too. Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so 2 days. So, yeah. Whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. But I thought a good conversation we had in a pregame show that I want to bring to here is, and because this game, I don't really want to talk about it that much. Sessa looked good again, and then Kahnle and the offense were the bad of this game. If Kahnle has a good outing, then the game goes good. But Kahnle had an off outing. It was like 3 weeks without an earned run, and he has an off outing, and that'll happen. And you just
that's the bizarre thing, Jim, is that you and I were saying like this game felt weird. The whole double play, not double play thing changed the whole momentum like 3 different times. And then it's kind of funny looking back from where we are now that we in theory gave the lead to Kahnle and what was going to be the 4 horsemen to get the first game of the series. And Kahnle got knocked around, and it's actually I want to give some claps for Yankees Twitter because they didn't overreact. They were like, "Oh, damn, they got to Kahnle." Like that's like Kahnle has more than earned this one. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Kahnle has, but it is a bummer. And then 6 hits off Anderson, but only 2 runs. And then what was really disappointing was their approach against Euthymiro Petit. They came out first pitch swinging against him, and he just kind of like rolled him over.
Yeah.
He faced 16 batters, and he faced 6 batters and threw 16 pitches. It was pretty easy. But Kahnle got knocked around, and that's really this game. So the conversation I wanted to have from this game is CC gets injured. His knee's been barking, so he's in a lot of pain. Someone in the pregame show, and I saw a lot of this, is like, oh, is that the last time we're going to see CC in pinstripes? And you and I agree, no way. Even if he's not ever healthy enough to give us 5 innings ever again this season, they were going to throw him out there and maybe pitch to 1 batter and then take him off in the middle so that the stadium can, that's worst case. If he's really, really hurt, right, and even if he cannot pitch, I still think they do the thing where they send him out there, let him face a batter, and then take him out in the middle of the game so Yankee Stadium can unload with applause for everything he's done as a Yankee.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And that is worst case. There's something structurally pretty bad in CC's knee, and they're going to bring him in for a hitter to end an inning and have a big round of applause, or even start an inning and almost do it Rivera style and have the guys pull him out of the game. But I think the other thing, and Jim, I don't know, I haven't fully deep dive on this because it's an injury and we don't know what we don't know. It's CC's knees. We know he struggled with that in the past. I mentioned the structural integrity stuff before because I think CC's going to do everything he can. CC, as long as he's not messing with his future life, which he's very excited for, which again, his knees are already banged up. I think CC's going to come in and throw some sliders to lefty, do whatever he wants to just be a part of this. He's not going to go away. He's going to be obviously on the team and around the team, but CC's going to try to do anything he can to get on the field, even if that is becoming a loogie reliever for the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we'll see. It's a little upsetting because, I don't know if he's going to be able to be a guy for us at all, even a loogie lefty. But his presence in the clubhouse and in the dugout is insurmountable. Like, it's very big
Right.
for what we got going on here. So, whatever. Little sad. Doesn't really affect the game results, but it affects, like, just kind of sad. Sucks to see him have to leave because he's been in pain.
Yeah, I think we were, and who knows? I mean, who knows what we'll find out in the coming days. But yeah, I think we were all hoping that CeCe would turn it up a notch in September and he'd be some sort of a weapon for us in October. But now it's definitely a more of a wait and see thing.
Yeah, Gardner had a nice running catch in this game.
Gardy had a nice running catch, and yeah, if you didn't watch, there was a double play attempted by Oakland, and they called it a double play. Gardy slid into second, Romine running to first, and it was called out. They reviewed it, foot off the bag at second. Romine, tie goes to the runner. So it went from 2 outs to now bases hucked, no outs. Yanks rolled into a double play the next pitch. They get the 1 run. But I mean, within that inning, the Yankees hit into a double play. They just lost a ton of momentum. A's. Wait, no. You didn't turn. You got 0 outs. Huge momentum for the Yanks. Like, 1 hit is almost crippling. And then, you get the double play again. Now the Yanks lose the momentum. So it's funny looking back. They're like, wow, 2-1 game, and they got it to Canely. Because thinking about game 1, it was like, that was just an ugly loss. But the Yanks were there. It didn't happen. Oh, well.
Oh, well. Moving on to game 2, where the fun starts, and Jake, burn it. On your mark. Get set. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Domingo on Sabato, Herman versus Homer, Barnum, and Bailey as he leads the A's circus into the Bronx. Look at the man on the flying trapeze, Gary Sanchez, Homer. Just like that, it's 1-0 Yanks. Matt Olson, Jim. Matt Olson, Twins, scores a pair on a 2-run blast. He's been brutal. A's take the lead until retweet El Gary. Oppo Taco, his second on the day. We're locked up at 2 apiece after 5. In the 7th, Matt Not Araldis Chapman. His foul ball RBI double. It's 3-2 A's. Into the 8th. Oh my God, we're back again. The big man, Aaron James Judge, into the second deck and right. He's back. We're locked up at 3s. Buenos Cantos. Corey Guerin holds up for 2 extra innings. But calm down, Jim, because emotions are for humans, not machines. DJ LeBahieu porches one. Just like that, the Yanks go from we can't beat the A's to let's win the series. Jim, 4-3 in 11 final.
Ooh. This was a fun one, huh? Walk-off. We hadn't had a walk-off in a while.
It was a little bit since we had a walk-off. And yeah, I think it was a little scary. We knew we had that top of the lineup coming up again in the 8th inning. But I don't know. It was just, it kind of had that moment of like, damn, if we lose this game after we gave it to Canely in game 1 and now we just lose a 1-run game on the foul ball double. I don't know if you want to talk about that. Luckily, Judge is awesome. LeMahieu is awesome. Thanks, Toe Tap Guerin. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Guerin. Yeah, Guerin was good. He was pumped up about the walk-off because he helped.
He helped.
Very Messina-esque to come out of the pen, hold it down so we could win in extras. Wearing number 35 with those sideburns on Messina Day or the day before. Very, very good. What'd you think about Domingo in this game?
Domingo. I mean, so what? He finishes 5 innings pitched, 5 Ks, 3 walks, 4 hits. So, I mean, a little more traffic than you normally expect out of Mingo. Matt Olson, dude. I mean, he owns the Yankees and he owns Domingo. So I don't know. I guess, I mean, looking back at it, I'm not really mad or disappointed at all. because damn, dude, I mean, like Olsen just has our number, and he's really good. Matt Olsen is really good, but he's Adam to Darno, Grichuk, all of the guys who have just been straight thorns in our side this year.
When Domingo was struggling in the fifth, walk, ground out, walk, or was it the inning before? I think it was the fifth. And Boone comes out and gives him that pep talk on the mound and says, like, yo, this is your guy. Get this guy out. Like, whatever he said, that was kind of a reminder, like, we are prepping for the playoffs more than we are trying to win games. Because if you're trying to win that game, you probably go to the pen there because Domingo was looking kind of shaky. But what's more important is prepping Domingo to have confidence and be able to grind through and give him that pep talk and see how he responds to it. And that's kind of what happened there. And I think it was, good on Boone, good on Domingo for responding the right way. And it seemed very much like a coaching moment because then in the dugout they sit down and they talk and they're like, hammering whatever home to Domingo. So that's good.
Yeah, and they kind of did the same with Johnny Lasagna after.
Johnny Lasagna, he was like on people's trusted list. He's not on my trusted list at all.
No. I mean, he's got stuff and a lot of talent. I mean, he would have to have a very special September to get into that 25th, 24th man competition. But yeah, Boone and Larry were kind of getting on him a little bit, and he responded decently. Yeah, and the Domingo thing, Jim, to draw a parallel to something we talked about, I think it was the last time we faced Oakland. The Yanks are kind of in playoff tester mode, and what you initially looked at was them bringing the infield in. And we had another fun experiment with that today. But yeah, that was kind of like, hey, Domingo, this is a playoff team. This is an important game to us. It's the fifth inning. This is your guy. Go get him. Show me why you have so many wins on the season. And he did. And kind of kudos to Mingo, kudos to Boone.
Yeah. Homer Bailey shuts him down again. Besides Gary, 2 solo homers. Good shit, Gary. And then Ottavino got in trouble. Single, stolen base, double. They intentionally walk him. Wild pitch, hit by pitch, and then they get Otto out of there. So it was like Canely had his meltdown. He had been good for 3 weeks. Then Ottavino has his meltdown after being good for 3 weeks. Canely gets out of it. That allowed the go-ahead run, right?
Yeah, that made it 3-2. So a couple things here, Jim. With Ottavino, some people were having flashbacks to I forget which game it was, but when there's a runner on second, Ottavino can get a little distracted. And he definitely had that going on. And that was flashbacks. He had that happen before. He ended up giving up the run. He does that again. Jimmy, I know it's not something to waste a lot of wind on, but it's definitely a topic. Matt Chapman's double was foul.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what can you do? Boone said that he didn't challenge it. He wishes he did. It's just that the Yankees are the most selective team with challenges. They've used the least. They have like the best success rate, so they're very cautious with it, dude. And it's I don't know. Boone said that was a mistake. I wish I challenged it. You have to make the decision quick, or I forget what he said, but he's like, the boys picked me up. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really blame the umps on that call. It wasn't like that blatant.
No, it was really tight, and like the Yes cameras. Luckily, the Yes has some of the best camera work in the league. That's not like biased Yankee stuff. That's like actual factual information. And they showed the replay, and it looked tight. It looked foul, but it looked super tight. Like, I get it. And then they showed that camera angle of just the divot mark that the ball made. And I think and again, I reached out to all of our MLB fans, which we have more of thanks to Talking Baseball. Check that out if you're into it. But there was a little stripe there between the line where the ball hit. But at the same time, I had people in my mentions still today talking about, oh no, I'm pretty sure it was fair. I don't know. I think it was foul. I would have liked to see a challenge just to see if they came back and overturned it. Because you could very well see them saying they didn't have enough evidence to overturn it as well. So kind of a bummer. And then again, like, what are we saying right now? Who knows would Ottavino have struck him out on the next pitch? Would Ottavino have given up a homer on the next pitch? But as it goes down, it is technically Ottavino giving up a double, which has to suck, especially if you're him, because he's saying, hey, that's just a foul ball, though.
That was just a foul ball that happened. That's all that happened.
Let me throw another pitch to him because that's foul.
The next inning got even scarier with Britton coming out of the game because of something in his leg. He called for the trainers. I got to get out of here. Everyone's like, oh, shit, it's the Achilles against Achilles. He says it's just cramps. Just had some cramps. He'll be back. He's fine. So
yeah.
Chad Green comes in and goes, walk, strikeout. I mean, no runs were scored, but
Jimmy, he goes walk, strikeout.
Well, the first walk was he threw 2 pitches. He got in the middle of the count.
Yeah.
It's like on the books, it's not his walk.
Is it?
No, he's got 2 walks in the box score. He threw 2 pitches of the bat, so it's Britton's.
Well, he didn't 2.5 walks then.
Yeah. I'm not going to count a 2-pitch walk on Chad Green. But Chad Green is a creature of habit, man. Like he doesn't like these fireman relieving roles where he just gets up at a moment's notice. And that's why he works as the opener, and now he's working as this like on a scheduled piggyback starter where he does like 3 innings. That's what he did in 2017. That's what he's doing now. Last year they tried him as the 1-inning guy, and he didn't really like it. So he struggled. Well, hopefully we'll see what his use is going to be. But whatever. He struck him out at the end to get out of it. Olsen, too, so that was big. And then Judge with the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 8th. A lot of people are going to forget that. That was a big home run. Second-level shot, oppo for Judge.
Yeah, I'm not forgetting that. Without that, we're probably having a sad day. Judge looks so good. I think that was a direct quote from you. Sorry for stealing that. He really does, though. And, Jim, you mentioned it casually, but Chad Green and that Olsen at bat, I mentioned how much Olsen has owned us, but it's so funny, man. There's some stuff about baseball that will just always be there. And Matt Olsen, if you're a lefty and you keep your hands out and up like that, you're going to struggle getting to the up and in fastball. Mm-hmm. Chad Green has a good up and in fastball when he gets it there. So it was literally a game of chicken of like, well, Chad, if you can put it there 3 times, you're going to get this guy out. If you're not, Olsen's probably going to get you. And Chad got it there. So that was pretty cool. He did make one mistake. He left it low and in, and Olsen fouled it back, and it was like, oh, boy, that was almost ugly.
Yeah. And then Chapman was almost ugly. He walks too, but gets out of it. Guerin's good. And then DJ LeMahieu, first pitch, bottom 11, walks off. And he was having a bad day. He was 0 for 4 with like 2-3 strikeouts. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
Reminds me of someone from today's game.
Speaking of, Game 3. On your mark. Get set. Burn.
Rubber match in the Bronx as Jay Happ and the Yanks take on Sean Manaea, making his first MLB start in over a year after shoulder surgery. And both starters shoved, Jim, with the help of some great defense. Great play by Matty Ice Olsen and Sir Didi for the Yanks. We're tied at goose eggs through 6. Then a bit of a lame duck performance by Ryan Dahl. And Sheldon Noisy. His first MLB hit is a 2 RBI double. Welcome to the league kick. A's tack on 2 more on a ground out and another Olsen Yabo. It's 4-0 A's into the 8th, but it's time to buckle up, Jim. Owaki for talkie, DJ 26 single, Judge walks, bases huck, baby Glaby sack fly. Runners advance. Tell you why that's important, because Didi, do you love me? Are you riding a 2 RBI single up the middle for Gregorius? 4-3 A's into the 9th. Ottavino frisbee through those A's, and now it's really time to buckle up, Jim. I hate Brett Gardner. The longest tenured Yank is sending this to extras. Oh, scratch that. Reverse it. I don't Ford with you.
Ooh.
Mike Ford. Oakland was only losing 3 innings in the final 2 games, and they walk away with 2 losses. Hap to Dole to Chance to Vino. Yanks take 2 out of 3 from the A's. They're calling this a John Boy win because it's 5-4 Yanks. Spit in my mouth. Let's go.
Ooh, your death height.
My death height. Your current height. 5'4".
If I was to lay down flat and just have my head be my height.
Whoa.
Jake, there's a lot of happiness and joy from this, and I was very excited at the end. And I just want to, you know what? I'm pivoting. I'm saving this conversation to later in the show. I hadn't thought about this award yet. I'm going to save it for then.
Wow.
Brett Gardner coming through is awesome. I think a lot of the things that we're going to talk about in this game will be awards. So I just want to talk about,
okay, let's talk about the gameplay.
The gameplay, the strategy, Manea coming back from injury and just shutting them down. And in the post game, they all said his stuff was really good. We didn't know what we were dealing with, really. But Clint comes back. He looked good at the plate, not terrible. He took a nice walk. It was a 4-pitch walk. But I should say, we didn't talk about this. I'm happy that we were both happy, I think, that Clint got called up day 1. Yeah. Because if it lingered, it becomes a storyline. It becomes, why haven't you called Clint up? Ooh, they really don't like him. Ooh, what? There's still problems. So for them to do it day 1, bam, Clint's up. That's not going to be a conversation. That's not going to be an article that gets written. I think that was a really good move by them. And also, the Yankees right now with Cameron Maybin's wrist, with some, I'm sure there's so many nagging injuries that we don't even know about. And Clint being able to DH, he fills a need and helps them spread some rest. So I'm glad Clint came up. He looked good, not results-wise, but his at-bats looked fine. This game was such a bad feeling for so long, and then so great.
So great. Yeah, Jim. I mean, it was an A. You know, I've become hooked on these. Partially in a joking way, partially I do enjoy them because I know they don't matter. But A, the not getting shut out streak, I want to keep that going. And we do, and that was scary into the 8th scoreless. And I really like the winning series at home. Again, hot take Jake, get out of here, man. I love when the Yankees win their home series. But yeah, I mean, both of those looked like they were about to be out the window after that Olsen home run, top 8. But the Yankees battle. They leave Diekman in to face Tauchman. Tauchman draws a nice walk. So then they go to the top of the order and Trevino. Trevino doesn't have it. They end up going to Liam Hendricks from down under. Didi welcomes him back to the stadium. I haven't seen you since the wild card game. Didi ropes one up the middle. Those 2 runs score. That was huge. If you had left those ducks on the pond, that would have been awful. And then Hendricks comes out for another inning. Guardian Ford, of course. Why not?
Guardy, I just was this is such a Guardy move. Just a home run here. Just he a lot of his home runs are game changing in the 8th or 9th. Kind of if he's going to hit a home run, a lot of them are like that. That was crazy. So we kind of talked about this at the top of the show. But for anyone that doesn't know, why Boone? Because everyone was yelling at Boone for this. Why he went to Dahl and Chance Adams, or why he went to Dahl in the 6th inning of a tie game. This was the situation that he was dealing with. Ottavino and Chapman were available, right? But that's 2 innings, 1 inning each. And there was 4 innings left.
Right.
Britton left the game before with cramps, and he's out. They're not going to be throw him right back out there. That's just be unwise. Canely had pitched 2 in a row. They haven't thrown a reliever 3 games in a row so far this season. You should not expect them to do so anytime soon. So Canely's out. Britton's out. Chad, like I just said, he came in off routine the day before, didn't really have great stuff, and I think Chad is a scheduled piggyback reliever now, and also I think we may have an opener day coming up in Texas, so that's what they're doing with him. And he had thrown 20 pitches the day before when he's on this, like, not going 2 days in a row. He's every other day. Sessa and Nestor, if you really wanted them, they both threw 35-plus pitches 2 days ago. Guerin threw 2 innings the day before. And all of that, they leaves you with the 2 new guys. Now, if the 2 new guys weren't here, I would bet it's Sessa or Nestor, and, like, we don't care about their arm. But they're valuing going into the playoffs strong. And I think that's a smart move by them. And does that mean that we have to watch Ryan Dahl? Is his first name Ryan?
Yep.
Pitch? Sure. They were trying to get 1 inning from Ryan Dahl. And then maybe piece together the next 2 with better pitchers. And didn't work out. So...
yeah.
You just gotta accept it, even if it feels bad in the moment. And like, okay, I understand the reason for this.
Playing for the playoffs, and that's what I open with. No, do we love seeing Ryan Dahl in there? No, but it makes sense for what we're trying to do this year, and it ended up working out today. Hell, it even worked out even more rude because we get to Diekman, Trevino, and Hendricks. And by the way, we haven't actually said his name yet. J Happ was good. He decided, instead of giving in to batters, I'll just walk him if it's not there. He had 4 walks, but he only gave up 1 hit. So hey,
kind of smart, huh?
Yeah, he's like, well, it's kind of funny. The old pitching adage was like, hey, just throw it in there. I'd rather you give up a home run than a walk. I think J Happ hit the point of the season where it's like, yeah, I think the walk's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They asked Happ in the post game, like, those options are limited for postseason pitchers. Have you thought about, how you fit into that? And I was like, fuck, that's a mean question.
Yeah.
And Happ was like, I signed with the team to be a big part of the playoffs, and I hope to be that, and that's kind of all I have on that. I was like, damn. Shit.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It's a tough cue.
It's a tough question. Yeah. All right. You want to get into the next part of the show?
I think so.
I have a special announcement for you.
Huge.
These guys didn't tell us what dates they wanted.
Okay.
But if there was an episode for this, wow. So the awards today are brought to you by our dear friends at Blue Chew.
Uh-oh.
2 walk-offs?
Noodle!
Get yourself geared up.
Where are those twerk girls?
Yeah, they're gone. Blue Chew is prescribed online, and it ships straight to your door in a discreet package. So no in-person doctor visit, no waiting at the pharmacy, and best of all, no awkwardness, except for Jake and I, who have to do this read about chewing tablets that help your dick get hard.
I need you to tell me the code again that they gave us, because I always forget it instantly.
Well, I can't say it here because it's just for the hosts. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give it to you because Jake's gonna get a sample pack, see how it goes. And I thought, they're like, hey, we want 2 spots in September. Like, hell yeah, 2 walk-offs.
This is a big one.
We're all getting hard.
Get a big one with Blue Chew.
Yeah, and this is great because a lot of the MLB players are getting popped for the gas station boner pills. Go to Blue Chew. It's BlueChew.com. Get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code JOMBOY. You just pay $5 shipping. Shit, free? That's cool. That's like the best hookup a company's ever done. You get a free package at just $5 shipping. So anyway, yeah, Blue Chew. They sponsored the awards today.
Yeah, send us a picture or video of you taking your Blue Chew, and we'll retweet it.
Time lapse.
Noodle! Awards?
Yeah. The first award here on Talking Yanks is Pride of the Yankees, and it is Sunday, so Jake gets to go first. Jakey boy, who's your Pride of the Yankees? Fill me in.
Jakey boy. Hey, man, we got a couple candidates, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Couple heroes.
Uh-huh. Hey.
You know I'm not.
Tabor Jean
Okay.
girls.
Jimmy, my Pride of the Yankees. God, this is tough. All right. My Pride of the Yankees is DJ LeMahieu. The Machine, La Machina. I was mad at him, Jim, because that walk-off he hit, it was in front of Judge, who could have had his second homer of the game and the game tying and the walk-off. It was in front of Gary, who already had 2 homers on the day. Gary could have had a 3-homer day and the walk-off. Didi was up there in the lineup. You know, Didi is trying to win back some of the fans. Analytics. Jim, DJ LeMahieu just does it again. Like, every week, you and I come back to the stats page, and he just hit 333 again. He had a walk-off homer when we needed it. He's an impossible at bat. He's always going to give you the right thing. I mean, now he's like our everyday third baseman, and he plays fine over there. You could have gone a lot of different ways with this award. There was a couple right answers. David John, man, he's awesome. He's the Yankees MVP this year.
Well, hold your horses.
He is.
Sevy hasn't even come back yet.
Oh, that's right. And Gumby. So,
Yeah,
okay.
Give them a chance. Jeez.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. My Pride of the Yankees, and it's different than maybe what people are expecting, because I think...
Do you like LeMahieu before you move
I
on?
like DJ LeMahieu.
Okay.
Dude, he reminds me of our roommate in college,
Pete,
because Pete was very quiet, didn't talk a lot.
right.
And when those people do talk, you're like, let's fucking go. And DJ with the fist pump around first base. And then game 3, when Mike Ford walks it off, DJ with a huge fist pump. And I'm like, hell yes.
Did you see his interview with Meredith after the walk-off?
No, I was too busy making the Magic Moment videos and stuff. What was it?
Talk about Electric Factory.
Guessing he didn't say much.
I told my girlfriend who was watching with me, I was like, oh my God, they're going to do this? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, watch this. This guy doesn't like talking. And she was like, what do you mean he doesn't like talking? It's probably just like, watch this. And it lived up to it. I'm trying to think of the direct quotes now. But like, and that was the problem. Like, normally in those questions, they ask you, you know, and kudos to Meredith. It was like really good reporting, but it was like so clearly past what DJ wanted to do. She was like, so DJ, after your previous at-bats, you know, what kind of approach did you come up to the plate with? And he was just like, I was just trying to get a hit for this team, and we're looking to win every game. It's like, oh no,
Spot the lie.
Spot the lie.
Spot the lie.
But yeah, she asked like 3 questions. He tried to leave after the second, and then he got brought back. So it was good. It was good, DJ LeMahieu.
He tried to get out of there.
Yeah.
I need to go
like you could see in his head, he thought for sure this has to be the last question. And then he came back.
Dude, I love that. I want to try and pull it up.
Yeah.
Judge and everyone else is more excited for him than he was.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that is awesome. All right, my Pride of the Yankees is Brett Gardner.
It's a good one. I was thinking about him too. Go on, please.
Without Gardner, you don't get Mike Ford. And Mike Ford gets a lot of credit for hitting the pinch hit walk-off. One of the cooler things you can do in sports. But Brett Gardner taking a 98-mile-per-hour fastball and turning on it for a home run to tie the game is... A lot of people don't think that's in his abilities.
Right.
Like, a lot of people don't think Brett Gardner can turn a 98-mile-per-hour fastball for a home run. and he does it in a big moment. Regular season, but you get what I'm saying.
Yankee fans, like there's Yankee fans that don't believe that. Never mind, like I'm sure on Talking A's right now, they're like, Brett Gardner got Hendricks? What kind of fluky stuff is that? And it's like, no, he kind of does that.
Yeah, it's not fluky. Like he geared himself up for the fastball, he got it, and he tied the game. Dude, he's just such a fucking spark plug and energy. And 2 for 2 on the Gatorade showers. Perfect form.
Yeah.
Perfect. He knows what he has to take seriously. It's very impressive stuff. Didi flunked the dunk on that. And the running catch in game 1 is like, there you go. He's just still doing it, man. Like his second half slump, has it kicked in? I don't know the overall numbers. But has it kicked in?
I don't think it's kicked in. Like I know even his stats for this series don't look too impressive. I think he goes 2 for 12. And that's why I shied away. But I was thinking about him for Pride of the Yankees just because he is the pulse. He is and especially Jim. I mean, this gets a little dark for Pride of the Yankees, but like if CC can't really be on the field with the team for the playoffs, then like a lot of that energy goes to Brett. Like if CC just turns into kind of player coach, it's going to be Gardy out there with a lot of the guys. So I don't know. He's the other big time leader on this team.
Brett Gardner's August right now is a 269 batting average, 333 on base percentage, and 849 OPS. So we're good. That's like he's usually bad second half player. So that's pretty good for Brett Gardner. I mean, 849 OPS in the month is good for a lot of players. I have DJ's interview. Can we play this since we talked about it and I haven't heard it yet?
Yeah.
Here we go.
DJ, you wasted no time jumping on a first pitch there by Trevino. Did you have your mind made up that you were going to be aggressive early in that count?
Yeah, I didn't want to strike out again. So, I was looking for a fastball.
I don't know
The
what.
Yankees this season, is there a better feeling than getting it done like that here at Yankee Stadium?
No, this is the best. It's awesome.
The A's have given you trouble so far this year. What is it about the matchup that has been so tough on you guys?
I don't know. We just glad we finally got to beat them. Took it to us a little bit, and hopefully we can go out and win a series tomorrow.
A little bit of a hiccup for the bullpen, but Chad Green came in, followed by Chapman and Guerin. What did you think of the job they did to shut things down?
Yeah, everybody did a really good job coming in. They had some traffic, a few innings, and to get out of there and limit them and keep us in the game was a great job.
More power from Sanchez and Judge. What does it mean to this offense when they're going like they are right now?
Yeah, we weren't getting a whole lot done today, so a couple big swings there really kept us in the game, and just really good hitters.
DJ, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
No, but
none of the answers.
totally doesn't want to be there.
No, and none of the answers are anything. But like,
Right.
that's what you expect.
Right.
Good for DJ. Good for DJ. Good for DJ and for Brett Gardner. All right, we're going to the next award that we give out here, Jake. And if you steal mine, I'm going to be kind of mad.
Okay.
Yankee motherfucker.
Yankee MFer. Ooh. Jim, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, we talked about it. Whenever the Yankees are in a tight game, we've expected this guy to come through all year. And Ryan Dull didn't get it done today.
Damn.
So he's my MFer. Tied game. You know, Ryan Dull hadn't done a bad thing for the Yankees up until today. And it's tough, but that's how MFers go, and he gets it.
Damn, it's a tough break for Ryan Dull.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Now that you did kind of a cop-out one, I don't want to do my cop-out one.
Well,
If I was to do a real one, I'd do Canely, but I don't care. But, I mean, in this series, I think Canely's the reason we didn't... Well, he's him in the offense game 1.
follow your heart.
It's Chance Adams, man.
Oh, that's tough.
This is who I earlier in the show, I was like, wait, I don't want to talk about him anymore. Dude, I don't understand how he's this bad. Like, I knew he was never actually a good major league pitcher. If you go through the history of talking Yanks, I've never bought into the stock of Chance Adams once, even in 2017. Because, if you watch him pitch, he doesn't have any good pitches. But Jake, He's very bad. He has allowed a run in every outing this year besides his first in like May 15th or something like that. So he has 12 outings. No, 9 outings this year. And he has allowed a run in every one besides the very first, which was, I don't know. I had it up, like May 15th. May 19th. So we're looking at 9 straight outings. And some of them are like just 1 inning. And today he just comes in, gives up a run, and it's like, of course. Of course. And someone
of the
asked,
A's lineup. Olsen, though. Olsen got everyone.
Like, someone asked me, why is he here? Like, why is he on the roster? It's like, well, Chance Adams isn't on the roster right now to help the Yankees win. He's on the roster to help the good players get some rest.
Yeah, he's here for. He's a medic. He's the team medic.
He's the team medic. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what his future is. I don't know if he can have a magical comeback. He's going to need to do like a Liam Hendricks and make his fastball go from 94 to 98 magically.
Yeah.
Or something, because he just like has zero stuff.
One good curveball an inning. He had it today, too.
Yeah, but 1 run an inning, too.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
It's nutty. So 2 cop-out MFers. Good.
Well,
I'm blown away. Like, how can you not get lucky 1 inning? Like, how can we not just have, like, 1 outing where, like, things go your way and you, like, escape magically? Like,
yeah, he doesn't have that, like, 3 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Like, wow. Chance.
Russell Martin has pitched 4 innings for the Dodgers this year, or maybe 5 now, and has allowed 0 runs. Russell Martin, a catcher, who pitches in slop. Chance Adams, a pitcher who pitches in slop, can't do that. Like, he hasn't lucked into a good outing even. It's just always a run.
Maybe Chance Adams should try catching.
That he's got the better body for catching than pitching.
And he's kind of has a snappy release. I don't know, Jim.
Chance the catcher.
Wow, instead of Chance the rapper, Chance the catcher?
Yeah.
You don't want nobody on that
Oh,
body.
girls are back.
Are they?
Yeah, they just walked behind you.
Oh, it's a girl and a guy now. Hello.
Wow.
We might get some Blue Chew action going.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Well, what's your first award?
Oh, hell yeah. That was weird.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jimmy, I am giving out, this is my first award. This is a tribute partially to the A's visiting. I am giving out the Ricky Henderson Award. Talk about prestige.
Wow.
What to do, what Ricky does, Ricky beat,
Wow.
you know?
I know who it goes to.
You got it?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's the most underrated thing that happened in this entire 3-day set.
You're right.
It goes to a big guy who's from California, which is where Ricky spent a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about it.
Tyler Wade. He's on the bench. He wants the pinch run. He's looking.
Dude, hold on before you go on. After Gardner hit that home run, one of the coaches, because Ford's coming up, you can see in the dugout, one of the coaches says like to Tyler Wade, like, Ford gets on, you're on the base pass, like, you're running. And Tyler Wade's like, I got you. He's all excited to go get his helmet on. And Ford's like, no.
No.
You don't get to play, Tyler Wade.
Let's not put this to chance.
I'll just hit a home run and run myself. You're out of here, Wade. I was like, damn, Wade was about to get in the game.
Tyler, if you hit the ball, sometimes you don't have to sprint everywhere. Okay, this award got mean real quick. The award goes to Aaron Judge.
Yep, tell me why.
Jimmy, Aaron Judge is an incredible base runner. People know he has an incredible arm. People don't know how incredible he is overall defensively and as a base runner. As just a baseball player in general. Again, we talked about the outside. So we talked about how Talking A's right now. They're shit-talking Brett Gardner. They're like, can you believe Gardy got Hendricks? Who is this old man? On Talking A's right now, they didn't know that Aaron Judge is the base runner and baseball player he is. Because, Jim, he tagged up, Glaber comes up, bases loaded, hits no outs, fly ball to deep center. Luckily, it was one of the only balls that traveled somewhat today. The wind today was incredible. Yeah. Which one of it wasn't Chad Pinder. It's the other guy who pisses me off on their team. Mark Canha catches it in center field. And so the runner from third tags easily. He's going to get there. Runner from second, he's probably going to tag easily too and get to third. The runner on first normally wouldn't tag there because if you somehow get thrown out at second, you went from bases loaded, no outs to 1 run, 2 outs, runner on third. Judge tags up. He beats it because he saw that Canha caught it on his heels. He gets to second. Gary pops out to first. Olsen makes an incredible play. Kind of love that guy. And then Didi comes up, hits a hot shot up the middle. Simeon can't grab it. 2-run score instead of 1-run score. It's a 1-run game that changes everything. We've got Hendricks throwing bullets, ends off paying up the next inning. But Aaron Judge, man, Jim, I just think it's so funny that now that he's hitting, we've been saying for months, like, and we said it was kind of when Judge was bottoming out in his slump. He tried to make a diving catch and he didn't make it. And it was one of the first times he showed like serious angry emotion on the field. And it's one of the oldest baseball adages is if you're not hitting, you can still affect the game in so many ways. That's what makes a great player. Because guess what? Everyone in baseball is going to have times when you can't hit because it's the hardest thing to do in all of sports. So we were constantly kind of like, well, yeah, Judge doesn't look great, but, he made that great throw at second base or he made a nice catch or he went first to third really well. Now that he's hitting, we're seeing the whole Judge package again, and it's like, holy shit, he's good.
Yeah, I think the A's fans are completely overlooking how much that tagging up on first meant. Like, I think a lot of people probably don't remember it. Like, oh, wait, that was key to get that to score on Didi's single. He doesn't score, he doesn't tag up. Old Judgy 5 strides. He's a 5-tool player. A lot of people don't know that. When right.
And that's I hope it keeps going. I know you and I have kind of, not that we've differed on this in a big way, but you think if the Yankees are going to do this year, it's Aaron Judge in the playoffs coming to the forefront and being incredible. I think this team has enough talent, they don't need that. But Jim, I'll tell you what, if he keeps putting together series like this through the month of September, he's going to show the world. And it's when it's right, I mean, it's so special. And I mean, it's partially due to his giant frame that makes it even extra special. But even if he was like just a 6'3" big dude, like he would, like almost being big probably hurts him outside of Yankee land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they just see him as a big dude.
Yeah, you don't assume he can play defense and run at an elite level and all that.
Yeah, and his hands are so big.
Know what they say, big hands.
Dude, if we ever meet Judge and interview him,
right,
we need a picture of his hand palming your head.
I thought we were going to drop his nuts on your head.
After.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blue Chew.
I mean, I think he'd go fingers, forehead, and I think he could wrap his hands. I think he could go thumb, pinky on the ears, fingers on the forehead. I think
do you think he could go ear to ear on my head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
I don't know. That's tough.
Well, I mean, you ever seen his hands?
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, my award is it's just too little, too late, a little too long, and I can't wait.
Damn. Tough Happer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hap. J.A. Happ.
Tough.
I mean, great start, Hap. Versus a good team.
Yeah.
6 innings, no run ball. Great job. Grand scheme of things means nothing.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Whoa.
That was a mistake.
That was Hap coming at you through the computer.
That was Hap talking to me. Dude, what if he does this for... this is such a dumb
awesome. It would be awesome.
Dumb conversation. If Hap's next 4 starts are amazing.
He just has an incredible September.
What does it mean?
It would mean he's in the running for the 24th or 25th playoff start.
But does he get a start in the postseason? Like, is there anything Hap can do to get a start in the postseason? It's too little, too late, right?
There would have to be, knock on wood, knock on whatever the guy and the girl are doing behind me outside. Thanks, Blue Chew. There would have to be a litany of injuries, and Hap would have to look incredible. That being said, if he has a good September, man, like I wouldn't be mad if he's the last pitcher in our bullpen that has to pitch innings 11 through 16 if we need it in an ALDS game. But yeah, I don't think he can earn his way into. No.
Okay. Just no. All right. That's it.
Do you?
Too late. No.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I'm curious. Like, if I was to say, okay, he goes. What was his September last year?
I mean, he was
like, it was amazing, right? Just for like example, like if the rest of this September mirrors his September in 2019, which
18.
was 18. Yeah, I'm not a year guy.
Not a years guy.
Not a years guy. So in 2018, his September was 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. If he was to do that and go 6 innings pitched, 1 or less earned runs the rest of the way, his next 4 starts, does that get him a playoff start? I think no. It depends on what everyone else is doing, and I hope everyone else is doing good as well. But I think it's too late.
That's where it gets tricky, and that's where all of these playoff lineups and all those debates get really tricky because we're not that we're going to jinx it with health, but like again, the health stuff. It's not like the health stuff is going to get solved. CeCe got hurt this series. More stuff is going to happen that's probably going to dictate it. I'll leave it at this, Jim. This is a classic Jakey cop-out line. I hope J-Hap shoves for a month and, there's a situation where if there is some crazy situation where we needed him, we'd believe in him. But it's very tough to imagine that at this point.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, Hap.
Sorry, Hap. We appreciate what you did.
Build on it and take it into next season. What's your next award?
Car ran real good. Jimmy, my next award. Between two guys. Blue Chew. Jimmy, my next award goes to the Seeing Eye Dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Seeing Eye Dog.
My grandpa had a Seeing Eye Dog. He fell in love with it. Lucky. They had to give it away. They trained it.
It's gross. Oh.
Why don't you just not be a dick, huh?
Okay. Thanks,
Who gets the Seeing Eye Dog award?
Jimmy, the Seeing Eye Dog award goes to Mike Talkman.
Wow.
Mikey T. So a couple things. Mike Talkman, big dog guy, if you don't follow him on the social medias. Jim, I often get compared to being a dog. Because I've got energy. I like to play. Sometimes I shut it down energy-wise. I'm pretty basic. I'll chase a ball if it's around. Mike Talkman's got a little bit of that dog. I smell bad. Oh, I smell real bad. Mike Talkman's got a little bit of dog energy. He's ready to go. He's looking to have a good time.
It's a wolf energy.
Jim, the Seeing Eye.
Yeah. Mike
Talkman, and we realized it when Mike Talkman went on his first kind of crazy streak there. But Mike Talkman has a really good eye.
Mm-hmm. 2 of them.
2 of them. Well, we don't know. We don't know that. He could just have one eye that's like crazy good, and that's how he operates.
What's your dominant
eye? Neither. It's tough. Tough break for me. Jimmy, Mikey T comes in against Jake Diekman, who threw some gnarly pitches the inning before. And he got Gardy, he got Didi, and I was looking at Gardy and Didi like, yo, that's a brutal matchup. Like, that is a dude you just don't want to face as a lefty. Mikey T comes up, works it to 3-1, And I honestly said, I was like, yo, Mike, just take the next two. And Diekman walks guys anyways. He's probably going to walk you, right? That shows why I'm not a competitive athlete, by the way. Anyways, Talkman takes a big swing at the 3-1 pitch, and it looked like it was off the plate, and I was like, oh, crap, Mike. That's brutal. Mikey T spits on the next pitch, takes the walk. We've seen Mike Talkman walk spark rallies before. Mike Talkman walks. Yeah, man, he's just got a really good eye, and he's still hitting. He has a 1 OPS versus left-handed pitching this year.
Ooh.
He still crushes the lefties.
That walk, Gardner credited Talkman's walk in the 8th. It's like that's what started everything. Like that right there showed us. Like that was like, yep, we're doing this. So that's cool.
Yeah, and Jim, I don't know, that maybe sometimes I get too lost in momentum, and this is going to sound super corny, but baseball really is chess. There's a lot of different things going on. And Oakland decided that inning that they were going to leave Diekman in versus Talkman. They weren't going to give a reliever out of their bullpen a clean inning, even though Talkman has the good numbers against lefties, even though Diekman can be kind of wild. They left that lefty in for that matchup, and the Yanks won that individual matchup, and that started the chain. That turned into everyone, when your at-bat comes up, win the matchup, and that's what started happening, and the Yanks won the game.
Yeah. It's a good award.
Thanks, man.
It's a good award, Jake. I've got
kind
one
of
more.
wild. Kind of wild to me sometimes that I'll say something that I think is like actually good baseball analysis, and I'm like, what?
Good job.
Imagine if I tried and didn't have this body that we said Aaron Judge could palm before.
That's not your body. You couldn't palm your body. You could palm your head.
He could palm different parts of my body. Blue Chew. What's your next award?
Hey, take your nuts and just fucking crack them.
Hello, operator.
My next award, and talking about good baseball analysis, is the Gravy Train.
Gravy Train. Mike Ford.
Oh, yeah. Mike Ford is on the Gravy Train, man. It is all gravy. Hey, Voigt's going to come back and take some at-bats away from you. You might even get sent down for a day. Just joking. Gio Urshela, we had to send him down. Maybe that's why they sent Gio down, so Ford can hang around. September call-ups, you're on the team from here out, Ford. Edwin Encarnacion's getting at-bats. He may hit over you. You probably be a pinch hitter the rest of the way. But let me tell you this. You made your MLB debut. You hit a walk-off home run, and it's your 10th home run of the season in 35 games. You may get 10 more at-bats the rest of the way, but it's all gravy. You did everything you could have imagined doing as an MLB player, because you probably couldn't even be imagined being an MLB player the way things were going and the way it was blocked and all that. And I mean, just 10 home runs, walk-off home run, pinch hit walk-off home run at that. Who knows what the rest of the season, like really, what Ford is asked to do. But for him, he's with the club. He's going to be up the rest of the way. He'll get at-bats here and there. But, dude, it's all gravy from here for Mike Ford. Like, he did what he did more than anyone asked or thought, besides maybe if he has hard, expectations on himself. Like, the season's a win. That's what I'm saying. The season is a win for Mike Ford.
I mean, absolutely. He's got a little hit streak going on right now. He's got a 6-game hit streak. In that hit streak, he has 2, 3, 4, 5 homers. Mikey Ford's got it going. And Jim, I'm not doing this in a being anal way, Blue Chew, but you said hey, you might get 10 at bats the rest of the way. Guess what? Mike Ford's gonna get at bats. Whether it's just keeping Luke Voigt fresh, whether it's more injuries coming up, like even when Edwin comes back, Mike Ford's gonna find a way to get some at bats just because that's how this Yankee season goes. And rest is welcome, and he's playing pretty well. I had someone already DM me that was like, any chance Ford can make this playoff roster? I mean, again, so much would have to happen, but we've already seen so much happen. So, it doesn't look great for Mikey F, But hey, no, it's a good approach. Keep hitting dingers.
The chat wants to know, when I say gravy, what kind of gravy do you think of?
I jump to Thanksgiving. And
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
What are the other options?
Let's see. They got
It's like biscuits and gravy, I guess.
Cream gravy, chicken gravy, beef gravy, breakfast biscuit gravy, mashed potato gravy, pork gravy, rice gravy.
I'm pretty sure, and this is one of the areas you and I get lumped together. Maybe I'm wrong, but an ideal Thanksgiving plate, you get the turkey, the mashed potatoes, whatever other fixings are on there, and you just put the gravy on everything, right?
Yeah, stuffing.
Yeah. Stuffing, yep.
Used to be your old nickname.
Blue Chew.
Well, no. That wasn't a Blue Chew joke.
No, that was me being a fat turkey joke.
Gobble, 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 fat turkey. I am.
Hey!
I'm not
You
here.
said never on the show. You said never.
I'm not here for living. I'm here for Thanksgiving. All right, Jake. Next series, we got the Texas Rangers coming to town. Monday day game. So make sure it's the end of the episode. Hope you listened to this early. It's Labor Day weekend, so expect some Glaber home runs. Who we got pitching? We got Tanaka going, then Paxton. Then I believe they have it open for bullpen day or whatever they want, because it was CC. No, it's not CC's spot. I don't know. Why did they have it open? Who pitched game one? CC. It's CC's spot.
Yeah. So, yeah, we might get an opener. You might get some Chad. I mean, you're going to get all of it. Chad, Nestor, Lasagna, Sessa, Chance Adams, Dahl. Who's that lefty that we've got on the team now? Tyler something?
Lions.
Tyler Lyons is around. Any Tyler Lyons fans out there?
When do you think Sevy comes up?
Drove my Sevy to... I mean, he has to do at least one more rehab thing, if not two.
Mm-hmm. They said one or two.
I would guess they're going to do two more, but I'll welcome him whenever he's ready.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. We love you. If you want to support, go to talkingyanks.com or go to patreon.com/talkingyanks or go to shop.talkingyanks.com. Get yourself a Brett Gardner shirt. Let Brett bang, or the Pulse.
And we got the event coming up. We probably should have mentioned that earlier. People are starting to buy tickets. We're starting to get low on them. So if you want to come September 17th, we'll be at the stadium. All you could drink beer. All you could eat food before the game. Like 80 rowdy Talking Yanks fan. Going to be a good time. So check that out.
Yeah, shop.talkingyanks.com. You can find those there as well. Thank you guys very much. Most importantly, go Yankees. You know what I said in my recap today? I said, fucking go everything. Go Yanks. And people liked it.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Wonder if my grandma liked it. Do you know my grandma's refusing to watch baseball because she says they changed the rules and she can't keep up?
Love that. I'm going to start using that too.
You're like a year away from that. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams. Song. All right. Tom says he wish he could make the event, but he's in the middle of buying and selling a house.
It's all right, Tom. Do what you got to do.
Oh, dude, it's dark in here. I'm tired. But no recap on Saturday. Yeah, no recap. I forget people watch those. My mom was like, "Where's your recap?" I was refreshing for it. I was on the phone. I had a very important call, and I scheduled it for 5 o'clock after the game ended, and then went into 11 innings. So I was on the phone when the walk-off and all that happened. And so as soon as I got off the phone, I made the magic moment and the breakdown, and because at that point I was like, we've gone past, usually recap is like immediate thoughts,
right?
I don't like sitting on it and then doing it after a while. So no recap. I apologize.
obviously this is a little bit of a joke, but I know the call, and it would have been pretty funny if you just like hung up immediately, like walk off, gotta go.
He understands, and he was like,
Right.
I get it. And then we did get disconnected. But I texted him. I was like, sorry, but yeah,
Wow, so you did kind of flex on him.
yeah. No, I think it was on his end. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow. Hoodie Glaber's got a drawing of Hoodie Glaber now.
Hoodie gang, man.
Hoodie Gang cracks me up. You guys are going to do an event on a weekend. Eventually, hopefully, if these first couple of events that we're dipping our toe in the water go well, we can do a weekend game. But as you would expect, they're much more expensive, and you got to get them like real early and all that. So it's just kind of the very first event was like very, very toe in the water for us. Like, hey, do you think people will come? And they sold out. So now we're doing another one, and it's kind of, we just said let's run it back, but double it up. So we'll see. But yeah, eventually we'd like to do them. Dude, Mercha Eisen. That's Barbie. She's working. Jake, she can't go. Carl
Can't go
says-
Barbie?
Barbie, yeah.
Damn.
When I dip my toes in the water, it's always my big toe. Try and ask, which toe are you dipping in the water? Which toe would you
Ooh.
dip?
That's interesting.
My pinky toe has never touched the ground. It's so useless, so that doesn't get used.
Well, it might be useful in that situation, Jim, because you could kind of lead with the foot down, and your pinky would actually be the initial contact there.
I don't think it would because it's on top of the other. Yeah, it would. No, I think like it would be such a hard angle to get it pinky down first. It would be if I'm doing it, it would be like the middle toe would hit first before my pinky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture, because I would give it the sweep.
Oh, I've seen you do that sweep before.
Yeah, I'm doing the sweep.
Yeah.
So I think the big toe makes the initial contact there, but it's all tight.
It's kind of like your big toe knuckle makes the initial contact.
It's a lean in. Yeah, it's it's kind of like a soccer kick.
Yeah.
It's like a really bad soccer kick.
Have any fun Labor Day plans? No, 0. I'm going to go ride my bike to Katie's work and say hi to her. And then I'm going to come back here and edit this podcast and do some breakdowns. A lot of shit happened today. Try and get as many as done as I can.
Did you see Jeffress got DFA'd?
Yeah, because he's injured. Dude, I don't know, because Kushnick was saying like he can pitch right now if someone picks him up. If no one picks him up, then he's going to get the surgery. But like that seems like an agent thing to say. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Sox or Sunday Night Baseball? Jake, I don't even mean it in like a
Here we go.
shit talking way.
Sure.
I can't believe Sox fans think they're in it.
Yeah, I know.
Every time I see a tweet come across like that references that, I do like a double take. I'm like, wait, what? People believe that? And it like kind of blows my mind. Did they gain any ground so far? These last
They won today and the A's lost, so that's good for them.
That's good. No, they're still 5 games behind. The Rays jumped over Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland might slip.
5 games back with how many to play?
Month worth of baseball. I mean, it's not likely, but you just can't say no. I mean, that's why it's baseball.
But like it's not even not likely. It's like can't happen. Dude, their next couple games are Minnesota and the Yankees, and then at Toronto. It's kind of a hard stretch if they want, and then Philly. 7. The next 12 games are against teams that can give them a game. Then they have 4 against the Rays in September, so that's 16 against teams that can give them a game. And then they have 9 against the Giants, the Rangers, and the Orioles. They should win 8 of those if they want to do this. But like 16 games against Minnesota, New York. Yeah, it's not happening.
You gave the Blue Jays some love there too. I mean, they're still not a great team.
Yeah, but the Blue Jays will play them hard.
Yeah, I mean they'll hit. Their pitching's still bad.
Same with the Red Sox. Crazy. Nobody scares me but Verlander. Dude, Verlander's 8th inning today. I sent out that tweet. It's so like cool to watch him just throw
another level.
Fastballs. It's like, yeah, it's they say, you know, when you get to Double A, you're not facing any Triple A players because they all are in Triple A. And when you get to Triple A, you're not facing many Major League players because they're all in MLB. When you get to the MLB, no one can graduate out of the MLB. So there's just guys that are on another fucking level, and Verlander's one of them. Like, just insane.
He's our Nolan Ryan.
Did you see that high outside fastball to McKinney and then the low inside right after?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Right where he wants, yeah.
What are you going to do? It's pinpoint. It's nuts. It's nuts. What is this tweet? Oh. Yeah. All right, guys. At Old Dominion, he threw the ball from his knees at home plate over the fence. Verlander did. Oh. All right, we're out of here. I got a lot of work to do. Jake, say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.